Ladies and gentlemen, it is Brian Redgrave with my review of WrestleMania 38 Night 2 Part 2. So, after a quite surprising, amazing showing yesterday, what's the follow up? The most stupendous WrestleMania ever. What's the follow up in Part 2, Night 2? Gonna be able to live up to the hype created by Night 1? Well, it was a little tough because if you all remember, if you didn't watch my review on the first night, essentially, quick version, after two disappointing first matches, the following five were all really fun and great and just really good. So that's a strong call right there. So was WrestleMania 38 night 2 as strong as the first night? I guess I'll leave that up to you, right? It's all opinion based. But let's see. Let's just gonna run through this. What were the matches? What were the results? And what are my thoughts? Well, the very first match of the night was RK Bro versus Alpha Academy and the Street Profits. And honestly, so it was obviously two versus two versus two. Each man had a guy inside the ring, while each team had a guy outside that had to get tagged in, and essentially it's a triple threat match. But you can tag people, and honestly, fun match, fun way to start the night. It was pretty fast forward. Like I said, it was essentially like a triple threat, and triple threats are good, and everybody played their part. Everybody was good in it. Otis was the monster, even though 2 years ago he was nothing but a goofball, but now he's a monster. Whatever. He was there, monster, demolishing just about anybody in the way. And you know the rest. Riddle, Randy. You know how those goes. Honestly, the match was really good. It was really fun. It was a really good way to start WrestleMania. I mean, I'm not going to tell you it was the greatest match ever or the greatest tag match ever, but it was definitely at least a strong way to start the night. Definitely started stronger than the first match from yesterday night, which was also a tag match. But to be fair, that injury played a part in that. But if we're gonna compare, night two started off stronger than night one with a really good first match. Honestly, at one point, fucking Riddle, I was gonna say Matt Riddle, but I guess he's not Matt anymore. He's just a Riddle. Um, Delivered a devastating fucking RKO. He springboard from the rope, springboard into Montez Ford, who's in the top turnbuckle with the RKO, which just looked fucking devastating. And then Chad Gable went for jump from the turnbuckle, sorry, and got hit with the RKO as well. And that was 1, 2, 3. RK Bro retains. Honestly, the right call. I mean, Alpha Academy, it's whatever to me. Nothing against the men. I mean, I like Chad Gable, but whatever. And then the Street Profits, they also lost, but it was a good match. Strong showing by everybody. At one point, Montez Ford jumped. It was running straight into the turnbuckle. He jumped over as he ran and jumped into everybody. Then Chad Gable went, got on top of the turnbuckle, and flipped back into everybody. It was really good. A couple good spots. Really fun first match. And then after they won, RK Bro celebrated with, the losers of Street Profits. They lost, but Street Profits want to celebrate. So they started drinking. What were they drinking? I don't know. Could have been water for all I know. Then they got the Chad Gableson, Steve Gableson. I forgot his name already. The Olympic guy, the new Kurt. Got him in. Chad Gable wasn't happy. He told him to shh. And then, Stevenson got him and fucking suplexed him. Not a regular suplex, but the flip suplex. I guess. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm here forgetting names. And yeah, the first match was fucking good. It was good. It was honestly a good way to start the night, in my opinion. And then to follow that up was, oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but if we're comparing both nights, the first match of night two was definitely stronger than night one. But the second match of this night was Bobby Lashley versus Omos or Omos, however you want to call him. Complete, I'm sorry, but dog shit. This match was very bad, very boring. Nothing of any importance here. I'm sorry, Omos can't take you seriously when you're out there just yelling like a buffoon. Oh, like come on, man, what the fuck's all that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you. Like, yeah, nobody likes Omos. So I'm sorry, but Bobby Lashley deserved a lot better than this. And to go from being world champion to being taken out because of injury to then come back and this is your welcome back match, it was really bad. It was really fucking bad. Honestly, don't watch this match. um, and yeah, shockingly, and I really mean that, shockingly, Bobby Lashley won the match. So I'm at least happy about that because I honestly was under the impression this match was made to make Omos look strong. You know, their new monster. Shockingly, that wasn't the case. I mean, was he technically still protected? Sure, he was made to look strong. And what took him out was essentially a suplex and then two spears back to back, one from the rib from behind and a regular spear from the front. And took him out. And Bobby won. Like I said, it was shocking. Absolutely shocking. But in my opinion, the right call. Bobby Lashley is fucking awesome. Bobby Lashley deserves more. And he doesn't get enough credit. Honestly, he really doesn't. And hoping this is the way back into the title picture or something better than this. Yeah, what happens to Omos now? Who the fuck knows? I don't think anybody cares. If I had to take a guess, he'll be in catering real soon. Or he'll be a fucking jobber real soon. Yeah, nothing to say about the match besides the fact that it was honestly terrible. After that, we had the goofiest match of the night. So, this match is gonna. You're gonna like it or hate it, depending on what you're looking for. Because Johnny Knox versus Sami Zayn was next in a anything goes match. You know, no DQ or nothing. But Johnny Knox was not a wrestler. Let's start with that. And Sami Zayn honestly deserves a lot better. He just how the guy's not even won a world title yet. It's insulting, but whatever. So, like I said, this is gonna depend because was it entertaining and funny? Yes, there was a lot of wacky stuff happening. Sammy almost dominated the most of the match when it came to the one-on-one stuff, but you know Johnny Knoxville had his moments to shine with the wacky stuff. So you know there's stop signs, crutches, tables. There was a table with a bunch of fucking like rat traps, in which Sammy took a really nasty bump, like in there from the top turnbuckle, got thrown from the inside top turnbuckle to the outside table with that. That must have really hurt. We had the whole Jackass crew come out here. We got a guy almost fucking naked for some reason in fucking underwear that looked like it was a thong almost on his ass. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this shit? Was it funny? Yes. Did I laugh? Yes. Was the crowd into it? Yes. Was it a good wrestling match? No. But it wasn't. It was not meant to be that. So if you're looking to watch wrestling, you're gonna hate this match. If you're looking to be entertained and maybe have a couple laughs, you're gonna love this match. The crowd was really into it. You know, like I said, it depends. I did I have fun watching it? Yes, but it's just something I'm probably gonna go back and rewatch. Like some matches, I'm like, oh, that match was real good. Like I'm gonna watch. I just recently rewatched Stoneco versus Kevin Owens because that was pretty good. So, is it something that is gonna be remembered? Not necessarily, no, but it was entertaining, and I will give it that. Like I said, he fought the whole. I don't know their names, but I'm just gonna call the one guy. You know, the one short, small guy. Uh, yeah, he was throwing punches. Actually, picked up Sammy and slammed him, which was pretty impressive for a guy. You know, he's a small people person. Again, I don't know what I take that the wrong way. I just don't know his name. But yeah, um, it was fun. It was fun. I had a laugh. Sammy Zayn lost. He got trapped in a mouse trap, a huge mouse trap. There was contraptions here. One with a fucking leg. Sammy got hit in the dick. They fucking got a bowling ball into the dick. There's a lot of dick attacks here, I guess. Got slammed by a giant hand. Yeah, it was silly, goofy stuff. But like I said, it was fun, goofy stuff. So I honestly, I, I'll be fair and I'll say it was good because I was entertained. Then was the four-way tag women match of my hopeful future girl, Liv Morgan, Yeah, I know. I'm dreaming. Am I asleep already? Did I pass out during the review? Maybe. But yeah. I love you, Liv Morgan. Yeah, it was Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley versus the hell's her name? Shayna Baszler. I'm really tired, guys. Natalia, Sasha Banks, Naomi, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh yeah, the champions, Queen Selena and Carmella. Match was pretty good, pretty decent, pretty fun. Everybody played their part. I wish Liv Morgan did more. It is what it is. Shayna was destroying. Honestly, it was a pretty good match. We have new tag champions, Naomi and Sasha. This officially ended Sasha Banks' losing streak at WrestleMania because before this, Sasha Banks was 0 and 6 at WrestleMania, possibly the worst WrestleMania record in ever. So she's officially fucking 1 and 6. Still a horrendous record, but at least maybe this will be a change towards the right direction for her fucking career at WrestleMania anyway, because Sasha Banks has had a great run. So yeah, honestly, everybody played their part. It was a fun match. Personally, Selena, Carmella, I mean, they're both pretty good, but you know, I don't want to shit on them, but I feel like Sasha and Naomi deserve that because it's they. Oh, Naomi, I'm not even a Naomi fan, but Naomi had when's the last time she held gold? And Sasha Banks can always, elevate the title because she's fucking Sasha Banks. She's the blueprint. So, yeah, I'm okay with it. We'll see what's next for Carmella and Selena. It was definitely funny because Carmella, Corey Graves in commentary was just cheering for Carmella like crazy, going nuts for her. Obviously, that's his woman. But yeah, it was honestly an entertaining four-way match. I just, for me, it was a little hard to pick who I wanted to win because, well, like I mentioned, I love Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley's pretty awesome. And then I don't like Natalia, but Shayna Baszler I like, and she was with Natalia. And I'm not a fan of Naomi, but then there was Sasha Banks, so it's like, each team had at least one member. It's like I really like that person or that wrestler. And then it's like I wanted that person to win. Yeah, Sasha Banks won. Yeah, so I love Sasha Banks. I Liv won. Yeah, I fucking love Liv Morgan. Has Shayna won? Fucking yeah, Shayna's fucking awesome. So it made it a little tough to pick a winner, but so it made it kind of easy that no matter who won, I was gonna be okay with it as long as the champs didn't retain anyway. So yeah, it was a pretty good four-way match, but like I said, it was nothing fucking spectacular, stupendous, but it was definitely pretty good. Then we had Edge and AJ Styles, which honestly, while everything before this, like I said, was good, like the four-way match and the Sami Zayn match and all that stuff. Almost match was terrible, by the way, but yeah. And the tag match in the beginning was pretty good. This was truly the first great fucking awesome match of the night. Edge, AJ Styles. The crowd was dead at times. I feel like that's because my friend Jordan told me it was a little slow paced match for a bit there. Once they got going, and it's Edge and AJ Styles. They're both really good, and the match was back and forth with both men, having time to shine. And honestly, I like this new Edge. I like his new song. I mean, who doesn't love Alter Bridge? I like his new persona, his entrance, his attire. He's almost like he's almost like Brood Edge, but with a little different. And then the match is back and forth, and Edge actually won the match because I actually called this. I even told my friend, again, Jordan, about it. But I'm like, what if, there's rumors online that Edge is going to build a faction and Damian Priest is going to be one of those members. So I told them, they're doing that tonight. I told them, Damian Priest is going to show up, distract AJ or something that it'll lead to Edge winning. And that's exactly what happened. And near the end, when AJ was going for the phenomenal forearm, there he was, Damian Priest just standing. He didn't go to attack or anything, he was just there standing. But it was enough for AJ to be distracted that when he went for the phenomenal forearm, he got hit with the spear 1, 2, 3. So, going into the match, I wanted AJ to win. I feel like AJ had more to gain. But yet, the more I thought about it, Edge has kind of been fucking losing, not counting the feud with The Miz. Just all the major matches he's been of, he's kind of lost them all. And then with this whole thing of him building a faction, maybe Edge needed to win more than AJ. It's hard to tell because I kind of want AJ to be in the title picture. So I felt like a victory here could have pushed him there. But judging from this, I highly doubt this is it for Edge and AJ. Who knows? Maybe with him having Damian Priest, their next match will be a tag match or a faction. Faction versus another squad of 3 or 4, whatever, how many members Edge's group is going to end up having. So yeah, it's interesting. So I'm not necessarily upset that Edge won, even though I wanted AJ to win, because if done right, it makes sense for Edge to have won. So I will just see what the future brings for Edge and what brings for AJ. But I have a feeling they'll be wrestling at Backlash. And it's definitely an interesting idea. And Damian Priest is a good pick. I like Damian Priest. He's really good. And his character, his now persona, kind of goes with the persona Edge has right now. So are they going to be like a new Brood? We'll see. I'm excited to find out. So yeah, but this was honestly the first, I would say, truly great match of the night. Then New Day, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Butch was just, managing, I guess, outside, happened. So that match was supposed to happen night 1, got cut due to time constraints, and then it got put here. Why? I swear to God, I don't even think that match lasted 5 minutes. The match just started and kind of just ended. I don't even know what to tell you about the match because it was so short. Nothing really got going. Nothing really happened. It just kind of just happened. Sheamus and Rich won. Butch was going crazy outside, trying to do things like attack people. Sheamus was trying to stop him so they don't get the cue, I guess. It's hard to tell what the fuck was going on here. And can I just say Kofi and Xavier look weird with Big E outfits? It just they don't suit them. Yeah, I can't even tell you anything about the match. I swear to God, the match must have been like 3 minutes. Or something like that. It was just absolutely short and ridiculous and a waste of time. Definitely a fucking waste of time. Just like, I can't even really think of anything to say besides that. So I'm not going to say anything at all. And definitely another dog shit match. And it's a shame because I like pretty much everybody involved in the match itself. So yeah, we'll move on from that. Forgettable encounter. That doesn't even qualify as a bathroom break. Because my God, you might have gone to take a shit, come back and realize the next match had already started or something. So yeah. So then, interestingly enough, then was Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. And I'm just going to say that the crowd was so high for Pat McAfee. And I've heard he's had matches at TakeOver, NXT, and all that. I've never seen him wrestle. So this was the first time for me. He really impressed me. And the crowd loves the man. I think he's an awesome commentator, by the way. And it loves the man. And honestly, the match was pretty good. Pat McAfee really impressed. Austin Theory had his moments to shine. And it was good. I feel like the crowd truly made it electric. I feel like this is a type of match that without the crowd's involvement to the level that it was, the match might have not felt as special. Like if it would have been a dead crowd, not literally dead, but no making no noise, I feel like the match would have just gone down the drain. But no, the crowd added to it, and it was fantastic. Pat McAfee won with a roll up, of all things, right? And that's where things got interesting. So Pat McAfee won the match. He beat Austin Theory. Vince seems upset, and Pat McAfee celebrating, and then he kind of calls out Vince. Vince actually takes off his shirt, his button shirt, so he has his sleeveless shirt on, and the ref gets there, and here we go. They ring the bell. It's gonna be Vince and Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee just beat Austin Theory, so he got his Mania moment. He got his Mania victory. But now he's wrestling Vince Kennedy McMahon, who's in his 70 years old. He's in his 70s, dude. and Vince just completely dismantled him. Honestly, Vince just was throwing him around from corner to corner. This obviously was not a match that was announced. We didn't know this was gonna happen. I mean, it's crazy because prior to him being in the Pat McAfee show, Dave Meltzer had reported that plans were for Vince and Pat to WrestleMania. Ain't nobody believed the rumors. Everybody thought they were like, "Oh shit, that's gonna fucking be crazy," because Vince is like so old. And then that turned out not to be true because Austin Theory was the one who was gonna fight him. But no, Dave Meltzer was actually right because this match did end up happening, and Vince just dominated the entire match. And when Pat finally got up to do something, here comes Austin Theory, grabs him by the leg, and then fucking his groin goes right into turn pose, fucking pose. I'm half asleep. Sorry. And right on the dick, and then no DQ, even though it should have been a DQ, but it's Finn's, right? Not That's not happening. It's just the one thing that was really lame was that then Austin Theory gives Vince this football, and he punt kicks it right into fucking Pat's stomach. 1, 2, 3. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who's in his 70s, has just defeated Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee technically had 2 matches in here, and this kind of I was like, why are they doing this? Because then this kind of killed the crowd. The crowd was the first to lecture about Vince wrestling and chanting "You still got it" and whatnot, but it kind of killed the momentum that Pat built from that victory in the beginning. But wait, there's more. So then that happened, and here comes fucking Stone Cold at WrestleMania because Austin is hugging Vince and they're celebrating, blah blah blah. Vince the dickhead evil, and here comes Stone Cold for the second night in a row. The crowd pops big again for Stone Cold, comes down, hits fucking Austin Theory with a stunner. Beautifully sold, oversold, but it was beautifully sold, even though it was oversold by Austin Theory. Possibly one of the best guys to take a fucking stunner. Yo, the way he just fucking took that, it's gonna be stuff of legends. Similar to Scott Hall and The Rock. Trust me, it will be. And then Vince and him are gonna drink beer. Because Vince, is in the ring. Stone Cold gets beer. They're gonna share it. And then Stone Cold hits Vince McMahon with possibly the worst fucking Stone Cold stunner I have ever seen in my life, and that you'll probably ever see in your life. I don't think there's ever been a worse stunner than the stunner Vince McMahon just took. And Vince was pretty bad at taking stunners sometimes, but this just took the cake. But granted, he's in his 70s. Maybe that's why. But my God, it was so botched. It's not even funny. And then wait, there's more because then Stone Cold told Pat McAfee to come celebrate inside the ring. They start sharing beers, celebrating, but this is fucking Stone Cold. So then Pat McAfee gets hit with a stunner, and it was crazy. Stone Cold's having a blast. He's clearly laughing, having a good time, enjoying his moment and all that. It's funny because Stone Cold celebrating, and then you see Pat McAfee on the outside in the floor drinking beer. It was actually quite funny. You can see the picture right on the screen if you're looking at it. If you're not just listening, it was a really funny moment. So honestly, this whole thing was honestly really entertaining because Pat McAfee versus Austin was entertaining. Vince versus Pat, it was not necessarily anything good, but it's just the way it got the crowd, and it was hard to believe to see Vince in the ring. And in the Stone Cold segment, it overall worked out really, really well, really, really solid. So then that brought us to the main event, the match that was billed as the greatest match, the greatest WrestleMania match ever. And the problem is when you do stuff like that, you're bound to not deliver in that aspect because you're claiming this is the biggest match of all WrestleMania history. Is it a big match? Sure. I mean, both titles are on the line, and both Roman and Brock are awesome, but this isn't the first time we're seeing them wrestle, by the way, let alone the first time at WrestleMania. So I want to say something. Brock versus Roman was a good match. It was a good match. I enjoyed it, but I felt like, and this is just my opinion, it wasn't as good as it should have been. I don't think it was as good as it should have been, could have been. Like I said, it's not a bad match at all, but it didn't deliver the way I hoped. Like I said, it disappointed me in that regards, but it doesn't mean it was a bad match. It didn't reach the heights it should have. But the match had it in terms of what you expect. It had it all. It had false finishes, taking fucking suplexes, spears, kicking out of finishes. It was a good match. It was a good back and I mean in the early going, I just want to say fucking Brock Lesnar just fucking destroyed Roman in the early going, just completely dogged him for a while. But then Roman had his moments to shine and do the comeback essentially and whatnot. So yeah, is this it for Roman and Brock? Hard to know, hard to tell. But Roman Reigns is your new WWE champion and still Universal Champion, the unified champion. I just want to say that I hope that the belts stay separately. They stay separate with Roman. At some point, he'll just, lose one goes to Raw, whatever. The same way was with Becky. I don't want it to become one belt. That's just my opinion. Maybe you guys think differently, but we'll see. Honestly, the match was good. At one point, the referee got fucking taken out, and it looked like fucking, Roman was gonna win. Low blow to Brock, hit him with the belt while the referee was down, but no, that was not it. So then I was like, when that didn't finish it, I'm like, okay, Brock is winning, but no, Roman Reigns actually won this match. I forgot how many spears. I think 3 spears took him out eventually. Not all in a row, but throughout the match, I think it's what it might have been 3. So, yeah, it's Brock gone for now. Who knows? I guess he's supposed to be at the next few shows. So, I don't know. Maybe he'll wrestle at WrestleMania Backlash. I hate that name, by the way. So, we'll see what's next for Roman and Brock. But I'm honestly happy with the result because your tribal chief, your head of the table, is the new unified champion. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. See who's next in line for Roman's belt. So, how was WrestleMania 38 night 2? Was it a stupendous as the first night? In my personal opinion, I think out of the 2 nights, I feel like the first night was better because even though there's a lot of good stuff in here, I mean, just like the other night, there was 2 terrible things here being the Bobby match and the fucking what's that match? The New Day match. They were pretty terrible themselves. But while there was a lot of good, it's just nothing that to reach the Becky type of match or the Cody type of match that we had or the Stoneco Kevin Owens. Like there was nothing really stuff like that to top that. In my opinion, anyway, this is my opinion. So yeah, was WrestleMania Night 2 terrible? No. Was it good? Yes, I think it was good. But that's why it just gets on up for me. While Night 1 got Heavy Metal Horns for Awesome, WrestleMania 38, Night 2 overall gets on up. But just not as good as the first night. So, we'll see what's up. WrestleMania season is officially over. Technically, because we got WrestleMania Backlash. I hate that fucking name. Just call it Backlash. God. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my review. Let me know if you agree, disagree in the comments below. This has been Brian Redgrave. Redgrave out. So before I actually end the video, because I started the review straight with the matches and all that, but before WrestleMania officially got started with any matches, Triple H actually came out, got a huge pop. And essentially, Triple H had to retire, and that's it for him. So, he said he was going to only do what he could do. And then, explosions happened, fireworks. And he left his boots in the ring to signal that his ring career is over. And it's unfortunate that it had to end this way and couldn't end it on his own terms. But Triple H, you got the fans' respect, you got my respect, and you will sorely be missed in that ring. So, dude, just, it is what it is. Just enjoy that time of not, I don't want to say time off because you're still working, but enjoy that time not wrestling, rest your body physically anyway. That was the first thing that happened. So, yeah. So, now I officially leave you with that. This has been the one, the only, Brian Redgrave with my review of WrestleMania 38, Night 2.